Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bling Bling Jam YouTube station. And today we're going to interview Miss Cecilia, and I want you guys to know a little bit more about her, how she started in balloons, what her business name is, where she's from originally, where she's from now, so you guys can know who she is and why she's excited about Bling Bling Jam. And this most likely will air during Bling Bling Jam, but that's okay because whether you can come, again, we are pretty much there already, or come to virtual, okay, and or next year. So because we're an ongoing convention, so we're really excited.
I
Anyway,
think it's the audio.
oh really? Oh no, got it.
Yeah, yeah. When
Cecilia,
someone calls you, right? It happens.
yes, Cecilia. Let everybody know who you are, what your name of your company is, where you're from originally, where you're from now, and when you got started in balloons.
Awesome. Hey, Steve. Well, my name is Cecilia Isabel Villar Valdera. So that's very Spanish. I'm from Peru
Wow.
originally. And I moved to United States. And that's when having this time to see what I'm going to do in this country, kind of go back to what I always love to do, crafts, entertain people, be silly. And before it's been a lot of different things. But then when I found balloons, and it probably was by accident here in the United States, and me speaking like very Spanglish, I went to the store and I found balloons. And for some reason, I thought that's it. Those are the balloons. And I think it was skinny balloons instead of the round balloons to decorate my daughter's birthdays. So when I came home, I was trying to look, last minute and kind of go back into my memory, my childhood, thinking, well, I can do something, like crafty. So then as soon as I started, didn't stop. And that's just been probably 13 years already
Wow.
that like something happened there. And I've seen other balloon twisters. I think Debbie mentioned it, that is as a drug, kind of, you can get addicted to keep going,
Yeah.
keep twisting. And it sounds bad, but then
Yeah.
it's something that makes me happy. And I don't really feel that I'm, getting a poison or something, Good.
Right. Right. Oh, that's amazing. No, and I totally get that. And I think everybody gets that as well. That gets into the balloons. It comes like a natural high, if you will. It's because it's your element. So totally excited. So you were in the United States then when you did that, you said, right? When you got into the balloons?
Yes, but it's something like like a flashback. Like when I touch balloons here in the United States, go bring me to my childhood, and that's what recently I
Yeah.
just sent you a picture because it's something that I always love. Birthday parties I always love, and even that kind of was fighting with your shyness. I was
Yeah.
there trying to be, the star of the birthday party, but first go, slowly until them the clown, pick me, and I was like, yes, I want to win the prize, and always do my best, like, to entertain in some way. That's what I always like it. But life, makes you stop sometimes your dreams, and that's kind of what's my adventure, that I have to please my family, especially my parents, to study something more as an engineer, something to they feel
Yeah.
proud, of their daughter. So I kind of like leave it in the past. So them in the United States, I don't have my parents here. I'm already a parent. It feels that this is the moment, to start this again. And my husband was the
Yeah.
person that told me to do this for a living. Most of everybody else, like, because as
Right.
soon as I did the birthday party of my daughter, I was making
Yeah.
balloon animals as something that has always been there, but very simple.
Yeah.
And people asked me to do for their kids, and
Amazing.
that's how it starts, very organic. And my
Right. Right
my
in
husband
Cheyenne,
really
right?
starts.
Right
Mm-hmm.
when you're in Cheyenne.
No, I was born in California. It
Oh,
was Apple
California.
Valley, because
Yeah.
I moved there and I just stayed for, I think, a couple of years until my husband found a better job, because California, we like it, but it was expensive, and
Yeah.
we, really couldn't afford a better quality life than here in Wyoming.
Right.
They're
Right.
much cheaper, and you can get, a house, and so
Of
everything went
course.
well, because in
Yeah.
Wyoming, I found that I have the whole market for myself. Like, if
Yeah.
you check, there's only one balloon twister. You can say balloon twister Wyoming, and it's me. That's it.
Wow,
So,
that's amazing. That's amazing. That's so great.
like
Wow.
me.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I remember because Angel Bravo had told me about you. I think he met you in California initially. Is that was that correct?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
how one those persons, the first experience I had
Yeah.
with people that love balloons, because it was interesting how he found me. He wanted to meet me, and for me, that was strange. Who's this person? I don't, I was
Right.
already an adult trying to take care of myself and my kids, so
Right.
very private. And he went and met me, and then I did this connection that then later in life happened also with Grandma V. And when I went to Bling Bling Jam, that was like, wow,
Yes.
that
Yes.
everybody was with these good vibes. And it totally contagious. So I feel like now, like I'm totally much more free to hug, and because
Yeah.
I wasn't really a hugger much,
Right.
or maybe I didn't know, but now I feel like I want to hug all my friends,
I
I'm so
know. I know. Yeah, it's so true. Oh my God, Cecilia, that's amazing. So let's circle back. You if you don't mind telling everybody, I know this a little bit of the story. You met your husband through your brother, and your husband and your brother are musicians, right? And that's why
yeah.
probably your husband encouraged you to do the balloons. Do you want to share that story? Because that's a really interesting
And
story.
and
Amazing
more on
story.
that, I think there are artists. That means also free of even probably their parents. I don't know if no, my husband never had these moments that you have to do this. Their parents tell them. And for my brother, he's the youngest, and I think that given a spirit more free. I'm gonna do what I want to do more
Yeah.
than me in the middle, kind of. I don't want to give any trouble. I'm gonna do what makes them happy. And
Yeah.
so I learned from there that part, and then in life, I was able, I think, to see in Ian that example. So that's a moment because a lot of people probably also feel this connection with balloons that in my life, whatever is my philosophy applies to balloons. And because it works, balloons are flexible. I want to be flexible in life. It applies to my life. And I agree. That's what I keep going with this. And with Ian in my life, he totally was so free spirit that give me that push that, yes, I can also be like that,
Yeah.
but I was super
Great.
hard at the beginning. I was super nervous to
Yeah.
just even give a balloon. I was making a lot of correction. I was making already the hats because it's not hard. And I
Yeah.
was doing it all the time. So
Yeah.
very fast, I was already even making, like all type of things that I can, see. I was making it, but not really in front of people because
Right.
of that, in my chip, was there still that people's gonna say no, and that is awful when someone say no to you.
Right.
I
Right.
don't care now much. I'm
Right.
working still, but I feel more free.
Of course. What did you do for work before you did balloons? I know you're a mom, being a mom is a full-time job too, but did
Yes, in
you
United States,
yeah,
my only job really
yeah,
that I, on top of being just a mom here, I guess it's very natural. I'm a mom natural.
of course.
So,
Yeah.
but it's balloons. So my
Yeah.
whole work and really my
Perfect.
only profession, I think, is being
Yeah.
balloon twister or balloon
Right.
artist or whatever they want to call it.
Right.
In Peru, it was sounds bad, but I was taking care of my parents, so I always feel like, yeah, even
Nope.
this much
I
idea
understand that. So,
until
yeah.
you get married, and now things change, yes, but in Peru was pretty much that. So I married him. He went to live with me in Peru. We stayed there 4 years,
Wow.
and also I don't know, I'm spoiled. My parents, they the name of the company of my business in Peru, my family
Yeah.
business, it was my name there. So automatically I have even a payment kind of, but it wasn't really
Yeah.
me and any effort, it was just family, that it was coming to me very easy. I didn't do
Yeah.
anything. So I learned to be more, I guess, responsible also with balloons. It's my only job ever.
And it's your passion and it totally shows.
And then they might know that's because I was feeling before I'm lazy. I don't do things. I'm feeling a lot of things until I know that, well, I'm a hard worker. I'm balloons all the
Yes.
time. It's part of my life. Every time I go even to a store shopping, I just look things that are gonna work for my job. A nice skirt,
Exactly.
okay, for my job. Anything for what I as an entertainer. Balloons. It's like if I
Yes.
have extra money, I'm gonna even think about balloons, equipment and stuff like that. So
Exactly.
it goes great because I don't feel any really pressure on only the one I do for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So what's the name of your company? Can you explain that? Because I know it's a Spanish name, what it means in English, so people know.
Yeah. Well, it came because it was a moment to do my business and the idea as a business card. My husband
Oh,
printed the first business cards. And what happened is we were thinking, what's gonna be my name? What could that be? And at that time, I only was really speaking more Spanish, even that I was here in the United States. But he mentioned alpacas because I always laugh and look at memes or memes about memes,
Yeah.
right? Those pictures funny with a caption there, and it was alpaca faces, and those crooked teeth. And I was thinking that is hilarious, and I always kind of like was into that, for laugh myself. And he said, "Well, if you like that, well, alpaca," and then globo, that means Spanish. So I was like, but nobody's gonna remember in the United States alpaca globo. It's so hard to pronounce. But he's like, it's okay. And that is the name. I feel it. That is the name. Like, okay, whatever. And that's how it came the name. I print, the more business card later. So it was that the name. And I'm kind of like I ordered the same thing sometimes at the restaurant, the same thing stayed and the name stayed for many years already, right? So, but I know, and I was right, it's hard to pronounce and it's hard to remember.
Oh, I love it.
People here calls me Balloon Lady, like it's probably in your orders,
balloon guy.
In town. Yeah. So I'm Cheyenne's Balloon Lady. Now, thanks to the YouTube channel, people know, Cecilia Lady Balloons.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. So let's talk about, well, of course, you are more of a twister, first of all, but you do decor too. So you do your deco twister. But let's talk about YouTube. How you, if you don't mind sharing with everybody, because I know we talked, and I know you've encouraged me to do YouTube, so thank you a little bit more, because it really does, it's empowering as well, I think, too. But tell us how you decided to go on YouTube, and tell us about your station, of course, and how that's evolved, and all the wonderful people you've met through it, and many things, or whatever you want to say about YouTube, because you've been incredible on there.
Well, thank you for the incredible part, but I think also, a lot of things is meant to be. It sounds cheesy, right? Like meant to be, but sometimes I just let myself go in life, and then I notice, see back, it's like, wow, all this happened. And thanks to just don't be with the fear, because sometimes it's always there. There's nobody is gonna watch, or you're gonna waste your time. Just do it. Yeah. Because one thing that helps me is to connect with you, with Grandma V, that it was, she looking watching at YouTube videos. Yeah. And this is also me learning a lot of things, watching YouTube videos, but then also there's something bad and something good that I have, that I see sometimes videos and it's like they're going too slow, and I was getting angel, like, come on, I wanna. So I always go faster than the tutorials I used to watch. And then I was thinking, why they don't put but I never really mentioned in a comment, because I think I don't want to send bad vibes to people working and doing this in the YouTube channel. I was thinking, why not? I do it the way I want it to be. And so I decided making videos the way I want it to be. List of balloons first. The picture always there of the balloon, so if people want to go faster than me, they can see. Sometimes even videos to turning around the sculpture while I'm twisting, so I can go faster. And it connects with people that probably were thinking the same as me. But it didn't start with thousands of subscribers. It was probably very, very few, as an organic way. Very few people that start watching the videos, because I didn't know really any other balloon twister, only Angel that went by my town long time ago. And it was just those fabulous 5 days, I think, that we hung out. That's it. Right. But I have that good example that what he did to me. He gave me tips, that I still keep in it there. A lot of knowledge about balloon twisting. And I think I can do. Let me try. And it's open there for everybody to watch it. So I started making it in pandemic more, because we all balloon twisters have a hard time. Yeah. And there was a moment to push myself, thinking, okay, do balloon decor too, because you are not close to all the kids interacting, entertaining. You just do something even outside the front yard to decorate. So it was pandemic can, kill a lot of people. Yeah. But then not a way, that's philosophy in life, how you see that thing that happened in life. It's a tragedy, but for me, it came with a lot of good opportunities. And one was meeting Grandma B, because she was desperate in California. She didn't want to wear masks, and she wanted to eat, and nobody let her. So she came to Wyoming, and here people in Wyoming is more like, a virus not gonna kill us. They feel very like, wow. So she came here, and she was happy that she didn't have to wear masks, that it's still a event. It wasn't that.
I didn't know that. So you met her off of the YouTube station? She met you off.
Yeah,
I didn't
she
know that.
well,
Oh, okay.
probably it happened is she it was more involved in groups on Facebook, and she said, "Well, I'm in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Is there any
Yeah.
balloon twisters?" And there was one balloon twister in Nebraska. So
Yeah.
that's mean another state that knew about my YouTube channel. I told her, "Look, Cecilia Lady Balloons is there." And
Yeah.
she, "Oh, I've seen her YouTube channel. She's seen it, but she never connects that I'm in Wyoming."
Yeah.
She contacted me, and I already have the experience of Angel as a balloon twister that I was like, "Yes, let's see each other tomorrow." Like, so next day we see and we hug and we feel that we were best friends. And that was the magic connection, all about, I think, the love of balloons. So she was with me in all the events I had, here. And she
Yes.
was very happy. And so she come back. The
Yes.
problem was Grandma B that it's too cold in
Yeah.
Cheyenne. For her, it was
Yes.
insanely cold and windy, and she's not really prepared for that, radical
Yes.
weather.
Yes.
But we
And that's
magical.
kind of how we connected because I knew of you from Angel, but I didn't know it was you. And then when it was Grandma V's birthday after COVID, her big 80, and I'm like, Cecilia, you gotta come. You gotta come. We made sure you came.
You did it. And that was
Yeah.
another, you see, it's not like I believe in magic. I am like,
I
I don't
know.
believe in anything. And at the same time, if people want to believe, I enjoy. Cheers, whatever you believe.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel that you were thinking, I think it's a special and I think you're going to be here. And I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And then yes, it happened. And I
Yeah.
think we did our best both. I also was kind of working in the plan and idea because I
Yeah.
never really traveled and went to any balloon convention before.
I know. I know.
And I know you that people right now laugh like, really? I feel that I was shy. I feel that I was shy. Thanks to
Yeah.
balloons, so I'm more open. But
Yes.
I was shy for things that happen sometimes in your life. You grow up and you become an adult with a lot of scars, and you feel
Yeah.
that that's it. You have to be serious and don't be yourself. And I was like, no, that's the reason why I enjoy a lot of Bling Bling Jam. It was something
Yeah.
that I seen Jack and Balloon
Yes.
Twister. He was so welcoming and saying, you're gonna come back. I can see you're gonna come back. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, this is the first time we just met, and you already
Yeah.
see that. I feel like you're gonna, and I'm coming back, and I'm coming back, and I already know and feel I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back, next year.
Yes. You're part, you know what it is? We are your people. We're all, that's I think, and you fit right in. So we love that. But that's great. Yeah, that was a great moment when you came. And I'm glad. We're good friends now, right? That's the
Yeah,
that's
I
the
know.
whole thing.
But I think it's like because we both keep doing what we do. Like you keep
Yeah.
doing, the idea of organizing a balloon convention, and now you are what is making a game because you've been the first probably balloon twisters that start making these videos as tutorials.
Interviews. Yeah, I don't know,
Yes.
but but yeah,
Well, but yeah, for sure you've been twisting much, many years earlier
yes,
than me,
yes,
and then be open more to that because it was something that I only my dreams, you
yeah,
know, see myself going to a balloon
yeah,
convention,
yeah.
but
No,
because I've been doing this and again take more of be more free. I know I always told okay, my kids, they're little, I cannot really go. And then it was because I never did it. Now I feel like, okay, now that I did it, I see it's possible. So now I'm planning ahead of time. So all this year, I've been already planning and working on those dates. And one thing, everything, your travel expenses, and you can do it because I'm a balloon twister and I'm thinking, I can afford all those things. So then
yeah.
you learn a lot of things at the convention,
Oh, for
how to
sure,
make that money. That's the best part.
for sure.
Like, you give us ideas about even promoting yourself as libraries or places in your town that they know that you represent your state.
Yeah,
I'm representing Wyoming, going to
yeah,
Las Vegas Jam and
yes.
learning more for my community.
Exactly. So let me circle back real quick about you and we'll go back to the Bling Bling Gym. This is getting really good.
Part two,
Yeah.
part two.
Yeah. So you're I know you do all kinds of events, Cecilia, and I go and you're out there with YouTube and all that, you do different things. What is your do you have any particular focus right now that you want to focus on with your business? And or you have been focused on, or you want to focus on a new area that you haven't done yet in terms of marketing, whether it's like, let's say, corporate, or whether it's like more decor, or whether it's, let's say, weddings. Is there anything that you are trying to focus on or want to focus on to share with everybody?
Yes, yes. There's this thing that it's infinite, all the knowledge you can get.
Yeah.
And also because I enjoy it, I'm going to keep learning. But it's something good about all these years that I tell you, 13 years probably, as making balloons every day. Probably it's been a few days, like,
Yeah.
oh, one day I take a break, but it's really something I cannot still understanding
Right.
why I keep twisting, but it makes me happy. So I just don't even think. I don't feel as too much the job.
Yeah.
But I think, that I want to go into balloon decor only because it's part of my like I didn't know, because first it's
Yeah.
just what balloon twisting, but in my community they expect, my clients, they don't want me to now entertain, they want me to also
Right.
decorate. And that market is still more people. There's like 4 balloon twist decorists in my time at
Yeah.
least that I know. So that means that there's already people can do that.
Right.
There's only one balloon twister that
And
is
deco
me.
twisting's where it's at.
Yes, so
Yeah.
I have, stable, and it's hard to say, you're stable as an
Yeah.
entertainer. I feel very stable. I know,
Yeah.
the jobs repeat and repeat over the years, so that part is very stable. But it's kind of also your own clients kind of pushing you to be better.
Yeah.
And I know I can be better with balloon decor because I now seeing that there's, the workshops, the classes, the class in the convention that I think, that totally is going to help me. And it's been helping me, tips that
Yeah.
I, do it, and it's like it works. And that is, something that I like, because now I feel that even I don't enjoy much sometimes balloon decor, but it pays more, you know. And
Right.
that's kind of, I have to then, okay, to keep my business, I have to do not
Yeah.
everything on roses, but I can do it because my hands are good blowing and tying balloons,
Yeah. And for us being twisters first, it's easier and we can do better things. So that's why, and of course, Bling Bling Jam is the only deco twisting convention that I know of, which is amazing. So that's great that that's your focus. I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised, and I think that's great.
There's one more
Yeah,
that
tell me,
is
tell me.
create a character, and I've been
Oh
working on the
yes,
idea.
we talked about that.
Create a character as an entertainer, like, and I just kind of be myself, and an extra
Yeah,
plus that silly, and like giggling when I'm at the events. And
yeah,
that's maybe my character, because now it's starting an idea about clown, because I love, clowns.
yeah.
And it's kind of be in some way a way to find your character is yourself, but an extra over,
Right,
exaggeration. So I can see that, and I'm working on that. But I want something more like a create a show,
right.
that it's easier as balloon twisting. The idea of create a show, even the jokes can be repeating, but it's still, many years I feel embarrassed, but it's still my English kind of a limitation, because it's
Oh
not
no,
my
your English is good.
original.
I understand you well. So yeah,
Yeah, but that's something, it's never too late, and I have Duolingo in
of
my cell
course.
phone to
I love
keep
it.
learning English.
Yeah, it makes you
Yeah,
different,
those things,
Cecilia.
as a performer, and for decorations,
Right.
decor in the practical way. Like I saw Jen's interview, and be practical, be brilliant with metallic, kind
Yes.
of be
Yes.
practical in balloon decor, because a balloon twister, we are practical, we
Yes.
want to, so that's kind of the idea.
Oh, that's great. That's so great. Yeah, Jan is brilliant. I love her stuff. Wonderful. Okay, anything else you want to share about you that we didn't talk about and or your business before we talk about more about Bling Bling Jam? Or back to Bling Bling Jam.
Well, about me, it's that I
Yeah.
just don't worry much, and it should, when you are planning your name, your artistic name, maybe
Yeah.
you take your time and think, because then it's going to be that name that everybody will have it, of you.
Yeah.
But I have a second chance opportunity, that it was having the YouTube channel, and instead of being Alpaca Globo, it was
Yeah.
Cecilia, my name, Lady
Oh,
Balloons, easy,
right.
Lady Balloons.
Right.
And
They
now
can
it's
look
that's
you
how.
up on that. They can look you up on YouTube. Please do on Cecilia Lady Balloons. Yes.
Yeah, so that's
Got
how
great
also
stuff
in
on there.
Cheyenne,
Yeah.
clients are watching my YouTube channel. And
Yeah,
but they're watching because I do live videos of the events I'm going, so they want to see themselves there.
I
Just
know. I know. Yes.
and that's something, like I feel it's a good advice if you are planning your name. It's never too late to change it, but think it, like something easy, catchy for people, to remember.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And the name is so key. And then also a tagline's always good. So to have as well,
Yeah.
you know. So that's
Yeah.
great. I have one myself, which is awesome. But
Wizard.
no, I'm Mr. Balloon Wizard, but my tagline underneath that is a twist above the rest. That's my tagline. Yeah.
Is it my? You know what is mine is
Yeah,
Alpaca
tell me.
Globo is the name. So it's
Yeah.
Alpaca what? Alpaca Globo. That's it.
I love
Because
it.
so people can understand and remember and kind of is
It's unique.
repeating
It's unique.
alpaca.
It's unique. And
Yeah.
that's the thing.
And
So
they always give me the chance to tell them I'm Peruvian and alpacas. We have a lot of alpacas. They came from Peru
yes.
in alpacas, and so that's kind of global means Spanish, in means balloons in Spanish. So I always kind of have that phrase to start a conversation.
Right. Like that balloon company, Global Payaso, as balloons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
payaso. It's a brand. I
Wow.
have someone here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Got it. Oh, cool.
yeah.
So Cecilia, okay, did we talk about everything about you and about your business? Do we forget anything? Anything
No,
else?
but and we can know more later because I will
Yeah.
this interview later. Things may
Yeah.
change, right?
Yeah, of course. They always do it. And we'll do it again, Cecilia,
Yeah.
for sure. This will be an ongoing thing with you and I, especially with YouTube. So lastly, I know you said a lot of good stuff about Bling Bling Jam. And of course, when this is going to air, Bling Bling Jam will be going on. So of course, next year, or they can do virtual or whatever, it'll come for a day if they're still there. But we have a lot of people coming. We're excited. So tell people a little, or the last sentence, whatever, you already talked about Bling Bling Jam a little bit, why you think people should come, what how else you feel about it. I know you already shared some of your experience, or anything else that you want to share with them. I know you're not teaching this year, you're just coming, which we appreciate. And you did teach for a couple of years, amazingly so. So anything you want to say?
Okay, first of all, something that is very important, and I appreciate a lot, Steve, that when it was my first time to go to a balloon convention, you totally kind of guide me as baby steps, you see, and that is something that I appreciate because it's when you went
Of course.
even more, you could expect. Of course, you are the organizer of the event, but you totally guide me to even exactly the even from the hotel room, from the idea of the airport, someone was there as a group. This is the best part. You connect with a group before start a convention that you can plan ahead of time to pick. Someone can pick you up, or you can have another friend take a taxi or Uber. So all those
Right.
things that you have as tools, that the groups that are private for all the people that is planning on going to the convention.
Right.
And that's something that I appreciate a lot. And then the vibes, that good vibe that it goes with me, what I like, what I want in life, what I want about myself. And then seeing that it's like kind of like people let you be, and it gives you more that I enjoy this space. They give you your space to be yourself.
Yeah.
And that's something I feel it. And that's what I can go back and then get excited. You see, it's like you see people there and they're not exactly the same. Like for example, when I met Jetuan, she's going this year,
Yes.
she's there.
Yeah.
Her character, she's like, and I noticed you must be a comedian or stand-up comedy.
She
She
really
never
is. She's
tried,
in her elements. She's great.
but she never really was doing it until we all kind of noticed that. And now she's amazing stand-up comedy, winning prizes as a stand-up comedy. But we connect, even that she's so extroverted at that moment, I feel this connection with everybody, even being different, and I appreciate, I enjoy each personality there. And this is something I told you before, but it feels like if I'm there, this must be the moment as the Titanic and they are dancing in the boat.
Yeah.
It's like the whole year we were kind of waiting for this moment to all, enjoy, dance, and celebrate life and the love of balloons. And so now I feel even more relaxed. I don't like, because I'm excited to meet the friends that I already have, thanks to the convention. So it's very beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I almost want to. I was just thinking I should ask Chichwana if she wants to do something at Bling with a comedy. We should talk about that.
Because she's a fast learner. She learned YouTube. And then next year she was already competing and she winning, you know, like prizes for designs. And then as a comedian, we start telling you look like a comedian. It's like,
Yeah, she
no.
does.
She started doing it for all this year, and now she's already competing, doing the stand-up comedy.
Wow, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great.
So for me, it's an
Cool.
inspiration to see, you know, because for me, it took me 10 years, I guess, or more to go to the
I
first
didn't
one in
realize
November.
that came out of Bling Bling Jam. That's great to know, but that makes sense. That's the kind of
Yeah.
group we are for sure.
Yeah,
Wow,
that I think we all help each other, we motivate each other,
we do.
and you know, in that I can see friends there and I see the potential. And this
Yes,
happened also when I talk to you or Lupe, like you say, Cecilia, this idea, you just give me this idea. And then I say,
yeah.
wait, you just did the idea yourself. But
I know.
because we were talking, it came ideas,
We
right?
we
The
bounce
same
off each
happened with
other.
friends.
Yeah. Yeah. And I so appreciate you, and everybody does too. So you fit so well into our group of people. And thank you for sharing all that about Bling Bling. Is really it Bling Bling is us, it's you, it's all of us, and that's what makes it so special. Was there anything else I left out about you or Bling Bling Jam that you want to share with anybody on our last thoughts? Because I know we have to wrap this up. But anything else you wanted to
So
share?
it was just another memory, and maybe people knew may
Yeah.
feel this way. A lot of people that I've seen many years ago from tutorials DVDs, Roger. For me, meeting Roger, it was so like wow,
You
because I
mean
have his tutorial.
Roger.
Yes, that he
Roger.
created a
Yes.
tutorial for restaurants, you know,
Yes.
big sculptures. So
Yes.
I bought all his DVDs. And it
Yes.
was funny because he says, Cecilia, but you don't need anything of what I do, you know, like he
Yeah.
thinks that I know more, but he doesn't know. And I told him, look, I watch your videos. Those were probably one of the few DVDs that I have there, you know, my collection that I bought, you know.
Yes.
And it was a beautiful moment because before going to a convention, and I was kind of like shy and afraid to meet all these big,
Yeah.
you know, more past stories. And the same with Steve Klein. No, you're Steve Klein. I always
Yes.
get confused with
That's okay.
that high tag. Kenneth Stillman.
Oh,
You know,
Ken
that was
Stillman.
like,
Yes.
wow, another, you know, like I admire them that much, and meeting in person is very,
That's
very cool because
amazing.
they are not just they are good balloon artists, but you just see how beautiful people, you know, be
Yes.
humble. Be
Yes.
humble to, you know, be there, and we can keep asking, and they're there teaching, showing, you know, whatever they have, you know. So that's very nice. I love that. It's
Yeah.
a lot of things that
Yeah.
what makes me totally feel completely sure. If I'm going to the next convention next year, it's going to be Bling Bling Jam. So that's how I feel, you know,
We
100%.
appreciate that. We appreciate you. Awesome. Well, Cecilia, thank you so much for sharing. I hope that everybody enjoyed this interview with Cecilia. She's amazing. Please go to her YouTube station, subscribe, check her out. She gives a lot of good content out, you guys, like amazing. And please on here, make a comment, like it, show Cecilia some love. We always say that because that's what we all do, as you can't tell. And you know, we were all we didn't even realize we both were going to wear red today. So we're matching. So it's a degree.
Look, I have my podcast here.
I don't have that. I have, but I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you shortly, Cecilia, and we're gonna have a
We're
great.
having fun, Steve,
What
because
was that?
we are in the present of where is right now, Bling Bling Jam. So we are having fun already.
We already are, exactly. And we're and again we're turning up the heat because it's 120 degrees out there, but we're gonna be good, cool inside. Excited
Shorts.
for Vegas. Yep, in shorts. And when this airs, Bling Bling Jam will be going on. And hey, everybody, let's bling it on. If we don't see you this year or in virtual, we'll see you next year. So thanks for watching, everybody. And thank you so much, Cecilia. Over and out, everybody. Bye-bye.